them because, you know, Stormstormer is my former teammate. We go way back, so I'm going to try and hold back my bias here, but I'm definitely rooting for my boy.
Oh, we're going to see some action maybe around the rune spot. See if they're able to get in on this Misha. He's going to be able to get in and grab it.
Yeah, so 3 runes. Good start for OG.
Some good tips here to boost the morale here to start the game off from OG.
He did speedy click there, Misha. Well, it's got to be fast.
Let's have a look at these lanes. And talking about Stormstormer staying in the mid, they've ended up with having him on the Tiny here against BZM Zeus. Anyone going to be feeling any heat in this lane?
I think Tiny is a pretty good hero against Zeus because he has the ability later on to burst him, but focusing on laning stage, he's one of the few heroes who has high enough damage to potentially deny Zeus. I mean, Zeus has 90 damage with the spell on level 1, so it's really strong. But Tiny actually does have 88 damage as well, you know? So it's really hard.
All right, and in terms of sort of the side lanes, has anything ended up looking difficult for either team in the laning stage?
I am imagining that it should maybe be a slight favor for Entity on the side lanes. As we see, Enigma, of course, will make it so it's hard for PL to really get farmed. Bottom lane, we already see Taiga pulling the creeps because this lane is not so easy to fight into the level 1 meta. So very smart to dodge it by just pulling here. But you see Fishman, he's chasing, doing what a support should do when this happens. You go there and you be annoying. You don't die, but you go there and contest it as much as you can.
He's still got a brain set to play with as well, Fishman.
Yeah, I don't know about this call.
Baiting Tiger into the trade, or maybe Tiger's baiting Fishman into the trade. They've got the plasma ready to go. I'll turn towards Fishman. Can Fishman get the kill? He can't. It's going to be first blood for Amar as Tiger, he baits him in perfectly for that one. It was just a question of who was baiting who, and in the end, it was Tiger setting up for his core Amar to pick up that first blood.
You know, they get the kill and it's a first blood, but at the same time, Razor did give up some CS to leave, and they have to go base still with the clockwork. So, of course, this is favoring OG, but it wasn't a very free kill since Razor had to give up farm under the tower. But yeah, good to get that first blood. He can get now some early boots as well on this lane, which could really help him.
Yeah, I mean, is there going to be a point early on in this lane where they can start to you know, Amar can like run down Pure, put some pressure onto the TB?
They might be able to put a bit of pressure on him, especially now with the double Wraith Band that Razor went for. So instead of the boots, he went for 2 Wraith Bands, giving him a lot of armor. Very smart on this lane. And yeah, top lane we see just a bit of Eidolon micro here. It's hard to go too aggressive with the Eidolons because they die really fast to PL right clicks. So you can't get caught out.
Just gonna make a bit of a move now for Yuragi.
But Hoodwink, meanwhile, is just laying into auto attacks. So crucial that he's just non-stop hitting the Monkey King there.
Nicely able to dodge the damage from the Spirit Lance with the Mischief Cat.
Looking over to mid lane, there was a triple stack now on the small camp for Zeus. So he's preparing to farm a lot there. And potentially stealing that could be a huge move.
Yeah, absolutely. That could definitely be a player for Stormstormer if he's aware that's going on and is going to be cleared sometime by BZM.
Yeah, he didn't specifically see it with the ward, but I think he probably realizes the Zeus was running over there twice now and stacking.
CS in the mid. So far between the two has been pretty even here. 90 for 4, 90 for 2. Top lane. Entity will be able to catch out Misha. That's in the stage now, the two of them. They got a fair bit of damage between that Eidolon army and the right clicks of Katomi.
Yeah, now it's going to be hard for PL to come down a little bit. He has to wait for Hoodwink to come back, but during that time, there should be power denying going on, get the creep wave back a bit, and meanwhile, Monkey is zoning. So this top lane is starting to go a little bit in the favor of Radiant. Of course, 11 denies on Enigma, but, you know, it's what we expect to see. The hero is really good at getting denies automatically, and even manually when you get your Eidolons up.
Yeah, you can see straight up on the CS, Yuragi having a much tougher time than Pure is down bottom. We'll get the creep wave pushed in under the tower. Hard to really get on top of Pure. And he's happily able to continue to CS pretty nicely down here, 19 for 8.
Yeah, he's not pressured by this lane. They picked TB right after seeing Clockwork and Razor, specifically knowing that these two heroes, I'm not too concerned about them. And I think it's true. I think it's a really smart choice to pick it here. Clockwork is horrible against TB.
obviously top. Kanaomi continuing to try and put pressure onto Yuragi and Misha. One lane Tiger trying with the chase down. Getting a bit close to the tower though and Pure, so has to be careful. Backing off and it's actually out of regen, so we'll have to sit back for a little bit.
Yeah, has to just chill now.
And we'll have to be a little cautious on the side lanes now that BZM's about to hit that 6. Thunder God's Wrath will be ready for plays soon as bottom lane.
Oh, they might get him.
It's getting pretty low. He's not quite got enough mana in the mid lane for the Thunder God's Wrath. As he's just 10 short. In fact, if he does it when it's up, he might get the kill. There we go.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Okay, so Zeus ulti cleans up the kill afterwards. Meanwhile, we get a kill top lane by Monkey King onto the Hoodwink. But I want to say, Pure turned around and attacked Clockwork a lot there before he ran away. I think he actually was planning to kill the Clockwork there before getting out. And if it wasn't for Zeus ulti as well, he calculated it perfectly.
He did. He
lived
got enough hits,
and he got a kill.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, Pure is a really impressive player
We'll see it
to
again
watch.
here. Oh, okay, we're going to see the kill we had at the same time. Top Misha getting run down.
Yeah, and now mid lane we might see something here as Zeus tries to check a rune.
We've got the setup. But no,
There's that
they
jump.
haven't. Heavenly jump.
It's such a good ability. Like, Zeus used to be this hero that wasn't really picked so much because his one weakness was that he died to any gank on mid lane. And he died very easily in the mid game as well. But now it's just, you need so much to lock him down. And TB, of course, is making the switch into full jungle now. You don't want to stay on lane for too long. Once you're level 4, level 5, you already should be starting to look towards jungling as TB because you farm faster than on the lane.
Now, as OG, can you, like, what do you look to do with the fact that TB's left the lane? Can they pressure the tower much with their heroes? Are they going to look to try and get into the jungle and pressure this TB? I mean, what's the game plan for OG for making sure that the Pure doesn't hit the levels of farm that he did in the previous series when we saw him play Terrorblade?
I think the key concept here should be that I think Amar should start pushing his lane and just trying to get push and pull, farm the big camp as well, like get the most he can. It's blocked right now by Fishman, so he knows exactly what's going to happen as well, so he's counteracting this. But I think you need to get Zeus involved because Clockwork cannot kill TB on his own, but if you get Zeus to make a rotation there, if he gets a good rune, that could be a way to shut down the TB. But yeah, meanwhile, we just see Fishman trying to get experience down here.
Katomi still trying to be annoying here, messing around with the pulls. And in Yuragi, he's getting the CS. Of course, the difference there, about a level between him and Pure on the other side of the map, just down to obviously how much Toby is denying from the lane. They'll look to make a move onto Toby here. And with the bushwhack, turn with the Malefist over towards Misha. Thunder God's Wrath should set up for them to bring down the Enigma. Toby will fall. And Toby is able to get a kill and return. And in fact, on the other side of the map, down bottom, we'll see Stormstormer come in and be able to take down Amar.
Yeah, they were diving to get the kill on the Bane, and then meanwhile, Stormstormer makes that TP rotation down there and gets the return kill, so they did get Fishman, but not really worth it as you lose your Razor for it. Stormstormer going to be very happy getting this kill. Getting to blink on Tiny is crucial for Entity here, so they can play around him. Meanwhile, the Zeus seems like he's just going to go for Akaya, get some damage amplification. You don't really need to rush a super early Aghanims. I think Kaya into Aghanims is a possibility for him here. You still want to have it just for any pick-off potential with Clockwork.
And if Stormstormer is able to get a good timing on the blink, it's quite a tasty game early on, right? There's a lot of very blinkable targets on OG.
Oh yeah, Hoodwink dies very easily. I mean, Zeus is very good to jump, and if you get it early enough, even Peel can be low HP for a while, because he's going for a diffusal build right now. He has power treads and a Blade of Alacrity coming out, but he's not going to be very tanky by the time the blink is coming up on Tiny.
See Entity assume the positions. Pure's going to take over to the triangle. Fishman continuing to keep a hold on bottom.
Radiant's
matching the sort of control that OG set up. I mean, 5-4, less than 1k in it between them.
Yeah, very even start. Again, they're trying on Fishman bottom.
Yeah, once again, they should be able to grab him.
Yeah.
Only so much you can do with a brain stat.
Didn't have to go as deep this time, so not going to get punished as well. And just a clean pick off.
Oh, starting a little bit of the tips there. Of course, all friendly ones here.
Yeah. Fishman is, you know, he knew the risks the moment he went to bottom. He's just there to soak the experience.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
the mid out. Toby top lane is going to be starting working on that blink and self after the earn. Stormer very close to having his own. And BZM on the other side, he's pretty much got that Kaya done, so he'll have a fair bit of damage to throw out in any fights that he can find the positioning for.
OG are creating a lot of stacks jungle. They are prepping more, but we see a move here by Entity.
They're going to step in. They've got the avalanche boundless into the top. He'll be able to get the doppelganger off in time, but he's so low, he'll try and run. The tree's going to follow him up, though. They take him down. Good move from Entity to get in the jungle and disrupt Yuragi's farming pattern. Now with the avalanche, they may even be able to try for more. BZM, he's up in the air, they'll toss him out. Bushwhack will come over to control the two of them, but it won't save BZM. A double kill for Fishman as he strikes back after dying a few times down bottom, heads over with the cause, and he's ready to take the kills himself.
Yeah, and he also reached the tome that puts him almost all the way to level 7 immediately because of these kills he got there. Yeah.
Oh, they're going to get another Tiger.
Radiant's
He just walked, also Misha, in fact, Misha walked straight back into that. So he just offers up another one, and indeed, they'll throw the tips out for that. I mean, they got 2 kills there. I don't think they're expecting a third, but Misha sort of hands it to them.
Yeah, they throw the tips as they should, I think. He must have known that they were there. He has a ward on the low ground, so he knew that they didn't walk down. I'm very surprised they just walked in there, but he gets punished quickly.
I mean, and look how quick they're looking to play now. Now with the Blink Dagger done, Entity, they're smoking up with the 3 of them.
This is the speed that, that separates a lot of the Div 1 and Div 2 teams. It's just this speed, immediately going from play to play.
Scan does hit. They know what sort of angle Entity's looking to make a move from.
Yeah, but it seems like OG are willing to defend this. They know that there's something afoot because they haven't really seen anyone for a while. Outside, of course, the TB and Enigma.
Smoke comes to an end. They won't be able to get anything with that initial move. So if they're able to still continue to hide the Blink Dagger.
Yeah, both carries farming 1 triangle each. Pretty happy carries overall, I would say. Diffusal is not complete for the peel. And meanwhile, on the side of Terrorblade, he's going for a Yasha.
Oh, Tiger. He's in with a hook shot. He's been able to catch Katomi, hovering around the river. Fishman, is there anything you can do to help? There isn't. Gonna be a dead Monkey King quick moves there from Tiger. As soon as he sees him, he's in.
Yeah, very high magic burst between them. If the hook shot lands, they can follow up with the hoodwink. So, and then of course Zeus laying in whatever he wants into it. It's plenty of damage.
Okay, it's been good recovery really from Yuragi. He, as we saw in the laning stage, had a much tougher time top in comparison to Pure down bottom, but only about 400 gold between the two of them. So yeah, Yuragi is going to be happy with how he's caught up. The Diffusal Blade's done. I mean, do you expect we'll see him start to get involved now at this stage, or is it still too risky for the PL? He's got to keep hitting the creeps.
I think he'll try and hit the creeps. It's more that now, if he gets ganked and doesn't get bursted immediately, he can actually be competent enough to fight. He can provide something in a fight. And still a decent farming item, actually, against creeps that have mana, which is, like almost every creep.
Oh, here we go again. It's the same spot as well. Entity, they've found this perfect angle to enter in. We'll see Tiger try and do something about it. He's in with the hook shot over towards Stormer. The Cox does mean that Amar can't quite get round to help continue to chase. And with the jump forward from Katomi, Entity, they'll be able to turn and cause issues for Tiger's been tossed up to the high ground. They'll take down Tiger. They will lose Fishman, but they get themselves 2 kills. They get the cause out there. Stormer's able to survive. And once again, this spot of the map proving to be quite a dangerous point for OG to be in.
Yeah, I would say so. This is, usually the area that you concede and don't really fight it is your safe lane area after you lose the tower there. It's hard to go there, but OG, very confrontational. They're going to go here, try to catch the monkey as well, but he gets away in time. Also, we have Blink Dagger coming out for the Enigma now. And he has Black Hole.
All right, he's ready to go. See if they want to look for another smoke move.
Meanwhile, PL is finding a great amount of space. So the fact that they're fighting top is, leaving the PL all this room to farm. So maybe that's the mindset. We just want to make sure that there's more farm for my PL. Whereas otherwise, TB might have farmed this space that we're fighting in, right? TB might have gone up there and taken that area. But he's now down bottom.
See OG ready to go with the smoke around mid. Tiger, he's ready to charge straight in. Goes for Fishman. Nightmare's going to be there, though. See the Hoodwink ult coming. Will connect with Pure, but Pure doesn't care. Stands his ground with the Metamorphosis, turns and takes down Tiger. OG not quite as successful with their efforts to invade Entity's jungle.
Yeah, that's the dangerous part when the carry is just casually farming in the vicinity. Then you can start laying in. The same would have happened if PL was around, and you know Entity are the ones to gank. Then the diffuse of PL would also be very powerful. The carries are strong right now if they don't get gone on. If they get focused, then they're pretty much nothing.
Yeah, good positioning from Fishman. Finding himself to be the one that catches that initiation from Tiger. Makes things a bit complicated for OG.
Fishman, he knows his way around Bane. It's like his most played hero, pretty much. He loves playing.
Talking about the man, he's got the Nightmare set up. Do they want to do anything with this? They don't have Fiend's Grip. And indeed, they're a little hesitant. They don't have the vision anymore inside OG's jungle, so they don't want to go on this.
His tip for his efforts. Tiger going in and trying to plant some wards, D-wards, going deep here.
That's the man to done on Pure. So now has that ability to really protect himself and turn things around. You know, this is no longer really a target that Tiger's ever going to be feeling good about going upon. Yeah. All these illusions he'll have.
He can also just use it more aggressively to farm as well whenever he feels pretty safe. So yeah, it's a fantastic item. Pretty much always your first item on TV is going to be this. Game is very methodical so far, I would say. Neither team is really breaking the script so much in their playstyle. They're doing sort of what we expect. But OG perhaps are the ones who might do it now as they make a move top.
We'll catch Mishra in the slow. A quick turn. And I'll try with the ults. Hookshot won't catch on to Katomi. We'll see Pure. He's going to get caught by the ultimate there from Hoodwink instead. He's able to step out to the side. Wukong's has been laid down. But Amar, he'll fight through it. Stay on top of Katomi with the Thunder God's Wrath. They bring down the Monkey King. Pure will get himself away, but does end up falling rather low after that one.
Yeah, goes down to your pulse 5 there. Get some HP back. Bane is happy to provide. Of course, he can get his life back by brain stuffing.
I mean, they're strong now, OG, and they want to show that. Smoke up. They've got the BKB just picked up on Amar. He's ready to fight.
Yeah, I think they want to transition into getting something out of this. They might actually find Terrorblade if they put a ward down here. Oh, they don't have one. Expecting he might go top, but look at Pure, man. His map awareness.
And look at bottom. Yeah. Inside the jungle, Yuragi felt that he had the space to farm this area. Entity showed that he certainly did not. Fishman gets him with the grip.
So they managed to get a clean catch on the enemy carry, and meanwhile Pure just ran back. Didn't see anyone move in, really. Just took it easy. And now he's back to farming. Now it seems safe again. Really good map awareness, just reading where they should be.
And with deaths like that, we'll start to see the disparity grow between the carries. Pure already over 1,000 ahead of Yuragi. And
then again, BZM is also 1,000 ahead of the Tiny, so BZM is getting really farmed in this game. He went with upgraded Haya and Sanj, getting a lot of HP, of course, as well as the Spell Amp, and now going into the Aghanim. So I think the Zeus can lay in a lot of damage, and it's one of the worst nightmares for Terrorblade, is a heavy damage dealer like Zeus.
Yeah, absolutely. And between that sort of tankiness that Sanj element will provide him and the heavily jump, he's a hard hero to kill. Top Katomi's out and away. Nothing that Amar can do on his own to stop that TP. Things are settling down again between the two teams here. OG and Entity. 12 to 8.
I think
a tiny amount of difference in the gold.
The big sleeper thing in this game is that if this game goes passive and just continues, it's not about which carry is stronger. It's about the fact that one team has Racer, which admittedly gets strong. The other team has Enigma, which is, you know, a late game menace. If he gets his Blink BKB combination with a refresher, it can just end games. I think right now, I don't think Toby has been forced to use a single black hole, right?
He hasn't.
So far.
Not so far this game.
It's level 2.
No. I mean, yeah, by the time he probably has to use the first one, he'll have the BKB. It's just a recipe away. It's closing in on it. Very close to one another here. Who's going to get the jump, though? It is going to be Entity. They're able to find the Zeus. They're straight in. They find BZM pushing the lane out.
Radiant
and Tiger is going to be off the mark with a hook shot. They've got the Nightmare, the grip. Perfect setup here from Fishman. We'll see him on. Trying to the fight, but there's the jump. It's a beautiful one in from Toby. In with the 3-man black. Got Avalanche to follow it up. OG in shambles.
Wow, that was beautiful, actually. That was really beautiful. I mean, Fishman with a fast catch on the two of them there. Not a second of hesitation. Nightmare one gripped the other, and then the combination comes through. I mean, that was picture perfect.
The way that they started things off there as well, getting over towards BZM, he felt safe because he had two heroes ready to support him, but they were able to get past these two.
Yeah.
And then that beautiful turn from Fishman, and Mars like, all right, we can try and fight, but bam, Toby's in with the black hole, and it couldn't get any better than that.
And the toss afterwards on the two heroes, it's just a beautiful combination. You can see why this draft is very powerful at team fighting. Stormer. That's my boy right there.
You got an apple a day.
I guess. Gotta finish your snack. He also got a little snack in his bottle. He got a haste rune for Tiny now. Oops. We're heading into the game.
We'll see what they want to do here. So with a bit of timing where they don't have the threat of the black hole.
Yeah.
Well, Stormer still looking very good on his time. He's going to have the BKB very shortly, especially if he wants to disassemble the Echo Saber, but with the speed that he's getting the farm, he might not even feel pressured to do so. 4-0-6, level 18 here, 20 minutes in.
Yeah, he caught up in farm quite a bit. I mean, hasn't died like he said, and just that last gank definitely helped.
Here we go again. No, they really want to try and fight here with Mars.
They don't have Zeus that nearby though, so it's only Zeus ulti.
They've hit the scan, but it's only onto illusions.
Yeah, and scan is positive when it's illusion, so always difficult against illusion heroes to properly find the enemy carry. Who, by the way, is closing in on Ascadi. Pure is starting to look very farmed right now, almost. Yeah, he's 1,500 ahead of the PL now. Starting to extend that lead. Doesn't look like we're gonna have one of those record-breaking farm games, but he's still having a clean game, only having died the once.
And you like to sort of change it from Storm, so he had the BKB queued up, but once he picked up the money, he's going to go the route of the Shadow Blade.
Yeah, I think he had the BKB queued up, but it's, you adapt as the game is, right? And after winning that fight so handedly bottom, going for a Shadow Blade to try and extend your lead is the mentality. He wants to try to find more pickoffs like he's doing right now, sneaking out, expecting that someone is going to come down here and farm. There are a lot of squishy heroes that he could do a ton of damage to. It just allows for even more split pushing too, but it's a risk. It's a risky play to skip the BKB, because if Roshan somehow gets on the menu, then you're not ready with the BKB. It could be dangerous.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I like it though. In general, since they nerfed BKB, I want to stay away from the item as much as possible, unless necessary to purchase it next. The 15 seconds cooldown, it does have a big impact. It's noticeable.
And we go smoke time. From Entity.
They have BKB blink on their Enigma as well.
Yeah, they got Black Hole back up. So a cracking one last time from Toby. Just able to do it again. They're going to settle for going for the Roche off the back of the smoke.
Yeah, they kill it fairly fast, but scouted immediately with the rockets.
They want to commit to try and speed this up. They're going to try.
I think they have to stop going in with everyone. Just fight instead.
Yeah, they're going to leave Pure to try and do it. Watch the rest of the team hold control outside of the pit. So then we get the jump. Oh, look at this from Kataomi. He's going to look to try and hold them off to the side. He will get focused. Thundergold's Wrath comes in, but he's still living for quite some time here. Gives him enough damage to take down Misha. Misha has to buy back.
BKB used on Enigma though, so he doesn't have BKB Black Hole anymore.
Yeah, looks like he did get pressured by Tiger being able to wrap around and get on top of him. So Toby had to use the BKB to survive.
Yeah, Tiger with that shard, by the way, the jetpack flying around a bit on Clockwork. Definitely a bit of a nuisance item. It's cool to see they went for that, because he doesn't really have any item yet. He just went straight to a shard.
Oh, Stormer will catch him. Another kill from level 20 now on the Tiny.
Yeah, that's big. Gets the 40% grow bonus damage with the tree. It's really hard now. This is a right-clicker build on Tiny, and I love that he's going for it, because that will help fighting the PL and all the illusions. Also, he can kill Zeus super fast. Very low armor here. Nadidi rune.
Oh, he's ready to go.
Oh boy.
He is ready to go.
I like OG's positioning though. They are realizing Roche is low. We have to stay here. We have to stay vigilant. They're not going to give this away for free. I almost wish that they could have done something more right now, because BKB was on cooldown for Enigma and no meta on TB. Like, it's a good power spike, to take fights right now. Doesn't seem like they're brave enough to go up on the enemy triangle.
Yeah, they're still being very, very careful here, OG. It's understandable with how farm Pure is. They've got to be very careful about their approach. And they have the halberd done on Amar. And I believe that is the Aghanims.
It's coming out.
Yeah. BZM's going to have that good for the next fight. That's a lot of extra damage to front. And in fact, OG, they're going to poke back into the Roshan themselves.
It is low.
This is a bit risky.
It's hard to do with Peel because you keep slamming all the time when you make extra illusions. If you have 2 illusions, Roshan will slam.
Pure's ready to just walk straight in. Oh, see on the back, like Tiger. He tried to get over to the side. The grip's going to come out. Will get cancelled. They've taken out Yuragi. He's out of the fight. He's going to buy back Toby. He's in with the black hole, locking down BZM. Pure in on top of him, aggressively uses the thunder to help bring down BZM. It's 3 dead on OG. Amar pops the BKB, runs towards the back lines. They've got to come in and save him. He has been able to take down 2 of them. Amar doing his best to get this fight back into the hands of OG. Now chase towards Katomi, but he's away in the trees. OG did have to use the buyback from Yuragi to get this fight back in their favor, but Amar standing strong, making sure that they come out on top, and now they'll look to step back into the pit.
Yeah, they want this Roche, but everyone is here and it's still on contact.
And there's the violent strike to set up on Amisha, but they're on top of this. It's a nightmare. It's going to give him a chance to get off the mat. He's trying to walk away, but Yuragi stays on top. They bring down Pure. They get the big kill. They're ready for more. Yuragi jumps over towards Fishman. Exactly what OG needed there. Huge kill, taking out the TB. And into the pit they go. They'll get this Roshan and Aegis for themselves. OG's back in the game.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely massive. They needed this. Very good play by Yuragi to use his buyback there after he died. A lot of resources were committed to him going down.
And this was aggressive from Pure, and he gets completely controlled.
Yeah, he didn't have Thunder, so even if you Nightmare save him, it's not just him as well. The Hoodwink also does quite a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, having BKB is just going to be some pure, you know, like pure serenity in the team fight. You press BKB and then nothing can really touch you if you're TB, because you have so much armor. So for a little while, you're basically unkillable.
Tower taken in the mid here by Yuragi. He will be going for that heart next. Making sure that he has that potential to live through the burst combo that entities do have quite a bit of, especially if Storm was able to get him with the jump.
I like the movement here by OG. They're going in very aggressive, invasive, taking over the enemy jungle, and look at Clockwork scouting.
The Tiger's ready to go.
Yeah, he's
jetpacking in, scouting out the situation.
It's very low cooldown. It's such a good ability, honestly. Clockwork jetpack. Only 10 seconds cooldown after the duration's over.
That makes you very hard to catch and allows you to get away with some of those crazy hook shots that you want to be doing as well.
It also looks funny because you're like flying around, then you hook shot out of the jetpack animation, just fly down. Meanwhile, Entity are playing together on the triangle. They want to be pretty safe, going together right now. Black Hole is 37 seconds on cooldown, so still just want to chill.
On what's this subject? Do you think we'll see them try and fight into the Aegis on Yuragi? Does that bother them too much that Yuragi's got that for the next fight?
I wouldn't put it past them to actually be aggressive, and I would probably prefer to see them be aggressive rather than just wait out the entire Aegis. Because Black Hole is a very big ability right now. With BKB, the only thing they have to stop it is the Clockwork booking. But that can be difficult to do, especially with, you know, Eidolons around or other heroes around. Angle, it's not always easy to stop it.
Splitting up the map for now. As I say, Pure with the BKB, it's now going to feel a lot less under threat.
Oh yeah, his courier is dead with his items on Fishman, huh?
I was going to say, where's his gold gone?
Yeah, he bought on courier. Feels bad. Always sad when a POS 5 loses their courier, because they need to send out wards all the time. I almost feel like POS 5s are the ones who need their courier the most often in the current patch, because you need like new sentries, new stuff. You always TP react when something happens. Like, you don't even think about it pretty much.
We go next time for Amar done. We always saw already how he was just able to charge into pretty much the whole team of Entity and not care at all. Now he's got that Shiva's Guard. That's especially going to be true. He's going to be tough for them to really focus down. He's just going to run at them.
Yeah, Yep, and I think it's a very smart itemization. I love Shiva's on Racer. I think it's very strong in itself. But against TB in particular, so amazing. Just lowering the attack speed of all those illusions. It's really huge.
He's massive this game, up. Still, of course, at the top is Pure, but you see right behind him, all three of OG's cores equally as farmed as each other.
Yeah, they're sharing the farm OpenAI style. Of course, OpenAI would have the 2 supports up there as well.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's the hard done for Yuragi.
Scanning.
OG's cores starting to gear up really nice. A lot harder for some of sort of the aggression that Entity have to get the job done. You know, Stormer, his burst combo is absolutely going to be survived by quite a few of the heroes now on OG.
Yeah, he alone cannot really pose that much of a threat anymore. Bottom tower is going to go down to the Aegis push. Nobody wants to contest it, and they didn't even stick around with the PL here.
Yeah, Yuragi's just chilling on his own.
Yeah, he knows he can fake that he has backup. Meanwhile, his team is smoking over. This smoke is hard to sense.
Yeah, let's just scout things out with the Thunder God's Wrath, but already Entity making a good read there, knowing that there was likely to be something coming their way.
That was a very good read because Yuragi was so confidently showing bottom. It's easy to believe that he has people around him, but no.
He's got his BKB now, Stormer. So we'll be able to stand his ground after the initial jump. Yeah. The trade hits quite nice, and they want to go straight away with the smoke. I mean, the Aegis, it's gone. It's just expired. This is the time to hit.
They do have the triple BKB timing coming up here against the single BKB on the Racer. So, it's going to be difficult for Zeus to deal any real damage when 3 heroes just have this item.
And in these sort of fights as well, you know, for Toby on the Enigma, is who's most important for him to really get in the black hole, do you think? You know, who's he going to be looking for?
I almost want to say that he needs to catch Amar, but that's only if he catches like Amar +1. But stopping Amar from doing his job, I think is really important. Because he is the strongest force right now on the Dire. Of course, you always want to kill the enemy carry, goes without saying. Like, that's usually the dream. But I don't think you should underestimate the importance of Amar. He also has a kill streak right now.
Yep.
Well, it's so nice that this works when you're a spectator, by the way. I can see who has a kill streak all the time.
Well, after a bit of peacefulness, Katomi will be caught here in the jungle of OG.
Extending that kill streak, dominating now. Getting even more. He is having a good game on Amar, for sure.
Damage!
And they're looking for more.
I mean, Misha's seeing if they can get some sort of setup. I'll get the bushwhack. See if they maybe be able to poke out a reaction here from Pure. The old one missed. Pure, he's able to turn Thunder.
He got the real one. What? I think.
And doesn't mean he's not forced to use the BKB or anything. So.
Oh, he had DD-Run. All right. Yeah.
I'm happy with that. We'll lose his courier, though. Let's get left over towards the wave. And Pure, we'll lose that to Yuragi.
Yeah, this tier 1 tower is looking pretty sold. Doesn't seem Entity want to hold on to it. So OG will take, and OG are bit by bit starting to get a little bit ahead in this game.
They're getting that lead.
Yeah.
Things started to really turn around after that. You know, well called play around the Roshan pit.
That's true. Super competitive and even game. We're almost have level 25 on Tiny right now. Quite a bit of experience.
Oh, they're going to get him with a hook shot. Found Fishman, but he has got Pure by his side. Pure going to pop the meta and take down Tiger in return. See if they can deal with Pure. He's still got a lot of backup. Katomi by his side. Stormstorm is getting forced away, though. Mar trying to get in aggressively. Thunder God's Wrath popped. They're staying on top of Stormstorm. He's popped the BKB. He's going to have Blink up in a second. He's able to get out in time. Buyback coming out from Fishman. The illusions continue to chase down Stormstorm. Toby blinks away to dodge the Spirit Lance. They've just got to go into full retreat mode here, Entity. They will manage to get themselves away. Katomi still hovering around the area. Did get spotted out by that courier.
Yeah, just jump away. Courier's seen you.
That should be fine. They've got no way to further catch him there.
Yeah, not too much expended in the end for the side of Entity. OG he'd used the Zeus ulti, but he has Octarine, so low cooldown as well. And speaking of Octarine, Peel is very close to a full Octarine of his own. He has the Shard, of course, which is a very popular build. You spam those lances, of course the bouncy lance and extra strong illusions. This is not really a meme item. It's very strong on Peel.
They may start to struggle there with, like, you know, especially dealing damage to Pure during his BKB. Now that he's got the butterfly down, he's hit that new sort of power spike. Not a lot that's going to be getting him through that evasion.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to kill him, but they do have... I mean, I think they just need to get the BKB duration down and then play in the spell damage. And at least the Razor ulti can't miss. So, what is that? No miss chance on it.
Of course, getting close to the point where Roshan is going to be on the table again.
Yeah, and as it stands right now, it's OG who are more actively controlling the area. OG are the ones kind of leading the dance.
Oh, so Kanaomi, he was trying to clear out the way, but Tiger and BZM were there ready and waiting.
Meanwhile, mid though. Also a pick off by Stormstormer, finding out the hoodwink. 500 gold for him, solo kill.
Rock it on.
Oh, I don't know if he will, but he's got that rapier queued up next, Yuragi. I don't imagine that. Yeah,
no,
hey, that's not coming out.
That's him messing around with his teammates in the voice chat. What's my next item, guys? Rapier? I would love to see a rapier peel, though. That's...
Talking about damage, Stormstormer will try and get that Silver Edge, of course, completed next.
I think Silver Edge is underrated against Razor. Just breaking him, he's so fast. Everyone always takes the 21% movement speed talent as well from the Storm Surge. It's kind of crazy how much faster you get.
Roshan time. Last time round ended up being a bit of a sore spot here for Entity.
Yeah, this time, are they going to be more successful?
I mean, they're doing it quickly, of course. The Butterfly and Pure. Amar just trying to scout things out. They're going to get him with a hook shot. They're going to try and start this fight, but straight away, Tiger's in trouble. They'll buy some time with the Ghost Scepter, but they've got the magical to take him out. Roshan will fall. Aegis into the hands of Pure. So Wukong's command is down. BZM's trying his best to poke him from the side. Entity, they just got off for the BKB TP out. They'll lose both supports, but they get all cores out of there, and they got that Roshan, they got that Aegis. And I believe Shard Pro was either picked up by Stormstormer or... okay, it was Pure. Pure's able to get the Shard for himself as well. So Entity, they got away with it.
Yeah, they got everything. On the other hand, though, using these BKBs, they even used the Enigma BKB, so every single one was used, and they didn't get anything in. Look at OG now. They know that BKBs are down. They're playing aggressive into the Aegis.
They're running straight at Pure. Great hook shot from Tiger. He's in. They're on top of him. That's going to be Pure going down. Also maybe the Manta. Oh, it doesn't matter. That's the Aegis quickly taken out of his hands. And outside of the base, Stormstormer will be able to get the jump in onto Misha, take him out in return. But a good opening that OG is able to abuse there. Spotting the opportunity, Tiger getting in, taking away that Aegis pretty much as soon as it was picked up.
Yeah, that was very nice. They don't have to worry about Aegis now, don't have to play defensive. And Stormstormer, man, I started to feel like he's bullying Misha in this game. He's focusing him so much. It is an easy pick-off, but soon he has full Silver Edge, then perhaps even more heroes are going to be easy pick-offs for his Tiny.
Pure, a bit of a slowdown in his progression there. Did lose the Demon Edge on the Courier, so that way it's full Daedalus out for 3 minutes. Bit of a hold back on that one. On the other side, BZM is going to be very happy. He finds himself to time this Relic as a Zeus.
Again, they're chasing. Find the Clockwork. I think this should be a kill.
I mean, the jetpack. He's got the hook shot. He's walking away from this. The Stormstormer's got to be a bit careful.
Oh my God.
Very low. And he doesn't want... He's going to get taken out.
Oh, he was
BZM outplaying him there. I mean, he had the BKB, but didn't want to use it there. Was trying to hold on to it. And on the side, Amar, he's run down Fishman. They've got to get out of their Entity. Toby's into the trees, will TP out.
Huge play. I mean, BZM did a disturbing amount of damage there in just a few casts.
Yeah, Storms, he wasn't ready for it at all. He had BKB. He didn't want to press it because he didn't want it to be forced out of him. But at the end of the day, it cost him his life.
7,000 damage done. I mean, of course, using ulti on Zeus is already so much, but the single turret damage he did to the Tiny there was crazy. And OG are starting to look like a clear leader here in this game. 9,000 gold ahead.
And that was after a Roshan where they didn't get the hit, they didn't get the Aegis or the shard.
Yeah, they flipped that really fast. They're also controlling the enemy Ancients now, getting all that farm on their peel. Kind of choking out Entity right now. Entity's position is very hard to be in. Still waiting for a tiny respawn, such a long way away.
Going for that Bloodthorn next. Yuragi. They're having a good time, and obviously the big threat still is the black hole from Toby.
Yeah, that's what we, you know, haven't really seen so far. He has that refresher as well. We haven't seen too many big black holes. I mean, we did see that one bottom, but that was set up.
One, yeah.
It was a great black hole. It was very set up by his team. But I think OG are doing a good job not staying too close to each other. They have Amar just running in alone. He kind of separates himself from his team, so he won't be a good black hole target. And yeah, all of them are kind of staying far away from each other. The cores are never stacking up.
That's been some classic Amar rays of this game. It's been in their faces and very hard for Entity to deal with, no doubt about it.
Needs more Manta style.
It's my time from Entity. They're ready to try and look for a move. They've got these black holes. They want to use them. Gonna get the jump in onto Amar. They want to drop a black hole for sure. Absolutely worth it here to go for the kill on Amar. They'll get him. He's out for 100.
Yeah, big kill. Immediately gonna refresh as well. And they're TPing out. Do not want to get caught out on side of OG.
And the question is, how much can they get done with this 100 seconds that Amar's out of the game?
I think this one is just a like farm and try and shove lanes a little bit. It's not really an objective type kill.
Okay.
But it gets them the breathing room. Without doing this, they wouldn't be able to farm their own triangle in the first place. Now they can take much more farm on the map. They can start using the map.
We'll see some adaptation here from Pure this game. He's going to be going the Blink Aghanims route.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's really farmed already. So getting the Swift Blink to
Swift
replace replacing the power treads with Swift Blink is pretty normal. But the Aghanims, I think he's just farmed enough that it's time.
Yeah, he's thinking about the 7th slot. I mean, getting close, of course, to the point where that next Roshan in a few minutes may indeed have the possibility for him to grab that up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Meanwhile,
attack.
Tiny is working on an Assault Cuirass. I think it's important because you have such an aura disparity right now. You don't have a Shivas, you don't have an AC. Razor has both.
Only 25 seconds until Amar's back up, so no chance for Entity to push the base right now. They'll hold back.
Yeah, it's more about just poking, pushing out a little bit, and trying to get yourself some space to farm. It's not really about getting building damage done, but OG with a smoke.
It's the sort of the sneaky one, right? You know, you try and hit them in this moment 10 seconds before your offlane is back in the game, because it might just catch them by surprise.
Yeah, it means that the Razor can just TP and run in.
It's a deep hook shot. It's pretty far from the rest of his team. He's going to get the jump on Stormstormer. Stormstormer turns, stands his ground with the BKB. Will look towards Tiger. A couple more right clicks will take Tiger down. But now the BKB's coming to an end. Stormstormer's got to run. See in the back in the river, Toby. He's going to commit with the black hole again, focusing down Amar, looking to lock him down. See if they've got detection. They have. They'll get it down. The disarm. It's going to be in the Pure has to step to the side, and Amar, he's able to step away. Yuragi's in, takes down Toby. Pure continues to try and chase Amar, but he cannot keep on top of the Razor. Amar's going to get out, turns with the plasma field. Pure's in trouble as BCM jumps back in, takes him out. It's 3 dead on Entity.
Yuragi and BCM both having amazing fights, and look at
Amar just continuing to tease them at low HP, runs back in. They take down a 4 Heroes. Stormstormer falls. OG with the outplay across the board there.
Yeah, that's all OG. They played a really beautiful fight. I love the way that Zeus was taking the fight as well. His positioning was really great. He was able to do a lot. And of course, he has that combination of having Octarine and Hex now. With a Blink Dagger as well, that means that he is really annoying. If he blinks in and hexes someone, he can burst them for so long.
And I think because there was a bit of a hesitation with the damage output that they could get on towards Amar. I think it was Misha coming in with a Glimmer during that black hole. There was a bit of time where they couldn't keep the damage coming in right.
Yeah, it felt like the Terrorblade, he's trying his best, but he can't keep chasing here.
Radiant's middle barracks.
And then he ends up trying, but
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
A big push down mid. They'll take one set of racks. They're ready to look for another.
Radiant's bottom tower.
There's Entity, no buyback available on Pure. The other two, Toby and Cat, only 10 seconds until they're back in. They don't want to expend theirs. This is going to be 2 sets of racks that OG's able to take. Now 20k against Entity, feeling rather comfortable.
must say, yeah, right now it feels like the peel is a huge threat. The Razor costs a lot to shut down, and someone needs to kill Tiny, or the Zeus. So the Tiny is perhaps the one who should be doing it, but Zeus now is an overwhelming blink.
Yeah, he's so fat.
He has 4.1k HP.
He's jumping all around the place. He's hexing people right, left, and center.
He's got 700 more HP than the Razor at this point.
I'm having a very, very good time at this moment in the game, OG.
Yeah, from here on, I think they just need to stay on this triangle and push top lane, which seems like they already identified. This is the play.
Dire are scanning.
Double Black Hole is up, so they're probably going to be a little bit cautious about that. You cannot sleep on Black Hole.
I mean, it's just proven to be very difficult for Toby to find these opportunities, right? The way that OG is constantly sort of scattered and separated around the fight means there's never the chance for the multi-man Black Holes.
Yeah, and it's no coincidence.
Fishman's going to go for the grip on Amar. Toby's in with the Black Hole. This time around, he's able to get the two of them. Pure jumps in, he's ready with the full damage. Misha will get some second with the Eel Disc, but Amar taken out. Eel Disc comes to an end. So does Misha's life. See Pure starting to retreat. They're a little scared of Yuragi and BZM, and Yuragi and BZM have got good positioning on the high ground to get the distance in from a distance, damaging from a distance.
Yeah, smart to just disengage here as well after taking the fight there. I mean, you did buy back your Bane, but in the end, you should be happy if your Entity got some good kills, can back out. But OG, they're just staying, controlling the area, taking tower.
Yeah, I mean, Yuragi's going to definitely be feeling pretty unkillable at this stage. That's it, double Black Hole. Toby's been able to get busy, but Tiger's in with a hook shot. He's caught them in the 3-man cords, but the damage from Storm and Pure at the side, it looks to be enough. 3 buybacks having to come out from OG, and they're suffering against the right clicks of Storm and Pure. Yuragi's going to try and get back in over towards the Terrorblade. Doppelganger in, off from the side. Misha's got the ult ready to go. Hits up to Pure. Pure getting low. Another Doppelganger from Yuragi. Yuragi jumps out to the side. Toby gets in with a Malefit. Doppelganger again. Yuragi's still alive, protected by the Glimmer. Can't be down and walking out. They're just killing them all. Triple kill for Yuragi. Triple kill for BZM. That's going to be game. GG's called. OG will take this game 1, and honestly, and some of these team fights, they were back at sort of the major form that we saw. Yep. This was some fantastic teamwork.